3 weeks ago today, Mayor Tom Henry underwent quadruple bypass heart surgery, and today, in his very first interview since then, he sat down with me exclusively to talk about it. Do you consider yourself lucky to be alive?
I'm very lucky. I was very blessed.
3 weeks ago to the day, Mayor Tom Henry found himself in a very personal fight. 65 years old and about to undergo quadruple bypass surgery. Did you have a moment where you're thinking or wondering if you're going to make it through this or not?
Yes. It's a real game changer in your life. It really knocked the wind out of my sails, as they say.
But what led up to this wasn't a knock. It was a pain, a sharp one, while he was mowing the lawn.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I did receive a sharp pain in my chest, which is something I'd never experienced before. So I figured it was probably indigestion, so I tried to think back, what did I eat the night before that might cause this?
2 weeks later, it happened again, but this time he got help. A trip to the doctor, and they knew 4 blocked arteries. So bad, the doctor said he couldn't go home. So this is Friday, and they're like, don't leave the building?
That's pretty much what they said.
Did they say that you could just have a heart attack at any moment?
They indicated that the blockage was severe enough in 2 or 3 of the arteries that they did not feel that it was my best interest to leave the hospital, and that they'd like to schedule surgery for the following Monday morning, which was 3 weeks ago today.
At first, it was just a triple bypass, but doctors added a 4th. 2 days later, he was sitting up, walking the next, and finding time to think about what he'd been through.
You begin to realize that there's a lot more important things in life than just trying to make more money or to climb a professional ladder. You really sit back and realize what's really important.
What is the one thing that you're most thankful for?
There's no question. It's got to be family. So often I took my family for granted. Cindy, she was always there for me, even though I had a tremendously hectic schedule and pushed myself hard to do my job. And was away from home a lot. She was always there, and I don't think I realized how much she was there for me.
And when asked to think about what could have been. This is kind of tough, huh?
Yes, it is. You have different swings in emotions, and they told me that going in and coming out, that you would have emotional swings, and you do.
How are you feeling now?
Actually, I feel pretty good. There's still a lot of pain in my chest. I don't have as much stamina as I would like to have.
But they say that will come. The whole recovery takes 12 weeks, and right now, he's just a third of the way there. It must be tough for somebody like you who likes to keep moving, who's always doing something, always meeting with somebody, always making some kind of plan, to have to just stay in your house.
Well, that's why I've been very, very fortunate in the fact a lot of people have rearrange their schedules to come here.
Next week, he'll go back part-time. And what happens after that?
They think I'm good for another 20 or 30 years, so I don't know if the good news or bad news. But
should be around a long time.
I think so.
Still the old mayor, but with a new look on life.
Don't take your heart for granted. I did, and it almost cost me my life.
Mayor Henry says he was surprised to learn that 70% of heart attacks are due to genetics. The rest is stress and lifestyle, and he urges everybody, men and women, don't take your heart for granted. Make sure you get yourself checked out.